And then, of course, we have the seventh chakra, which is not one that people normally think about that much, but both of these came up during the class, Brazilian amethyst and sugalite or sugalite. And so it's that purple vibration of the crown chakra, stabilizing in the case of the amethyst. Again, the quartz family. Amethyst, generally speaking, will have the rich purple all the way going to the white or the clear. So it's just covering that whole gamut of chakras in the body. And helping to, really the whole function of the chakra system is to transform energy up and down the frequency range. And that's what this wonderfully, probably as much as any stone. If you want to get any energy frequency to go to any other frequency, whether it's up or down, you can use it to do that. And then sugalite is, every time I look at this, I'm reminded of purple velvet. And maybe you're not into purple velvet now, but have you ever put on a purple velvet cape or something? Yeah, it's that kind of thing. It's like, that's transformation.
Is this connected to the Dyson?
No. No, it's not a fetish. I'm trying to work with something here, Teal. So you guys aren't into velvet. Wrong group. Okay. It's the sense of richness. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, emperors, Roman emperors.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't just the material. It could have been velvet or whatever. It was the color. So that purple cloak of whatever, silk or whatever you want to use. Yeah. But it's more of a feminine thing. So imagine a goddess or the matriarch having this beautiful purple cloak or cape on. And of course, the idea with this is it's actually sort of not anti-Catholic, but it's saying that the relationship to spirituality and to, God or source or whatever you want to call it, doesn't have to be this laying on a bed of nails kind of thing, which I think men came up with. So it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be, I know I spent a ton of lifetimes as a monk. And, it doesn't have to be in a cold cell with first time I went to Italy, the first time I went to Florence, Italy to teach a class, I forgot to ask where I was staying until I'm in the car going from the airport to where I was staying. And I said, by the way, where am I staying? You're staying in a nunnery. I'm going, what? I didn't expect that answer. Yeah, there's a nunnery, B&B. They specialize in this is true, and it's a great place actually, but they specialize in women that are seeking solace and refuge, that have been in abusive relationships and so on and so forth. They will go to this place and they'll be protected. And it's quite famous in Florence. And I'm like, well, is it okay that because I'm a man, that I'm going to be able to go there? And she said, yeah, it's okay, because that's where they're having the class. I go, oh, okay, I'm staying there and we're having the class in a nunnery. All right. That's why you got to check these things out ahead of time, but it turned out great. But anyway, my experience, you go into the room and it's like, this is not a B&B, this is a nunnery. This is like those lifetimes as a monk. There's, a little shelf about like that they call the bed. And a little pitcher of, water, and it was great. So I just kind of got into all my lifetimes and got the mileage out of it. But the point being is, who came up with the idea that to get closer to God, you had to be uncomfortable? I don't know. And so what sugalite is saying, no, you can be working with this idea of ease and sensuality and pleasure, and that can be just as close to God as anything else. And so this comes up for people who have this old programming or this way of, I'm just striving to be more spiritual. I'm just striving to have, to clean my life up and to get into the vortex or whatever. No, it's not necessary. Just flow. It's a much more feminine approach, much more, I think, realistic approach in this day and age.